100 years, this country has handed black.
Let me tell you something. And I had to do this video, and I had to say this because I want us to get it through our thick skulls. Voting will not get you anything. If voting was what we needed to do, then when Barack Obama got into office and we voted for him just off the strength of the fact that he was a skin folk but not a kinfolk. He shared our hue of complexion, but he is half white and he Kenyan. He was never gonna help you. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. He was a skin folk. He wasn't a kinfolk. So he was always going to follow white supremacy, because the problem ain't who you vote for. It's the system that when no matter who you vote for, the system will always keep the remaining provisions prevailing. So your vote cannot do anything when you are dealing with a system of white supremacy. You are just voting for, you're making a covenant, which is witchcraft, to agree with them to murder you. They're doing to you what they did to the Mexicans, but they're using reverse psychology. They're cutting the seats and they're boasting in it in hopes that more black people go to that ballot box this time and vote, so then they can reel in the National Guard, mix with the Army, mix with white vigilantes and your police officers, and have your governors do it in every state to come round you up and put you in concentration camp prisons. Do you understand that that's what they want to do to you? Do you understand that voting will not get this? I am saying this not to scare our men, because I understand that a lot of you are afraid. I'm not going to not call this what this is. Some of you black women are afraid. Some black people are afraid. I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm trying to be honest. Do not vote. They are trying to make you vote to sign a covenant. They've been in witchcraft for decades. All of which you see white people doing is witchcraft. That's how they were able to destiny swap with you in the first place. Before they called you a freeman, they said it first. Before they called you Negro, color, and black, they called you it first. Then they put it into Congress. Before they call you FBA, they started getting people who were skin folk to start calling themselves FBA and pushing it into, why every time I speak, y'all run around this community? Stop listening to everything I say. Every time I speak, y'all ride up the block. Mind your own business. Like, I want to be able to say, no, it's just people, what's the name? Because it's like, I'm trying to say, you know how you get a little embarrassed? I'm not really embarrassed, but it's annoying, right? Like, I want to just state my case without that. And because it's making a loud noise with the stupid bike. So it was like, come on, every time. But anyway, so voting isn't going to help you in this situation. Why is voting not going to help? Because it didn't help any other time. Black people, the ones who wanted to vote, have voted for years, and it never changed anything. Them taking away your right to vote was just a distraction, because what they're really trying to do, to trap you in this country and make you a slave in real time. They want to get you on the plantations, but they want to be able to have a military force around you so you can't fight back, because they watch you. They observe you. They know and hear what you're saying about fighting back. So they want to militarize the government. They want to militarize the army, militarize ICE, militarize the police force, so that you can't, seemingly that you can't fight back against it because of their firepower. This is what they want to do. So you got to understand, the voting is not going to give you what you need. What you need to do is come together. I was just watching a video where it was like, black people make up 56% of the South. What you're going is, let's vote. No, voting will not help you. That is not going to do anything for you. You take that 56% and you harness y'all money together and build up the infrastructures of those cities, and you arm yourselves. It's the only thing you have to do. You shuttle in buses of people from north, south, east, west of America that is so-called black, that's American Indian, and you come together under one accord to protect you and your city and your citizens of your city. It's the only option that black people have. Voting will not do it. Voting will not do it. It will not do it. They just want you to get in covenant with them. So after you do, and they start to try to kill you and do all these things, they can look at God and say, God, you can't get mad at us. These black people, these Israel, cursed themselves by making a covenant. Don't you honor covenants, God? You can't be unrighteous. This is how Satan works. When Balaam could not curse Israel, he made Israel curse themselves. Black people, don't you get it? You've been cursing yourself. All the debaseness, all the depravity, all the homosexuality, baby mamas, all this shit, we've been cursing ourselves. And they've been reaping the benefits of you suffering and the hand of God being moved off of you, enough for them to wreak havoc in your life. When are you going to understand that this is more than just physical? This is spiritual. They are making you curse yourself. And one of the ways they're getting you to curse yourself is by voting. If you vote, you have single-handedly will not be covered by God. You will not be. You have signed. Remember when God told Israel, don't make no covenant with none of these other races, because a covenant is binding. And so he told them not to make covenant and not to mix with other races of people. He said, because they're going to be a thorn in your spine. But one day, something happened where they, with the Moabites, I believe, I'm paraphrasing, forgive me, Lord. They made covenant with the Moabites. Why? What do you want? You want to have conversation? What? You want dialogue? Do you? It's a legitimate question, car in the tan. Right? So they literally made a covenant with the Moabites. And so what happened? The Moabites was a thorn in their spine because they made that covenant with them, even though God said don't mix with them. I'm telling you now, do not vote. They're trying to force your hand to make a covenant. So when they go into the South, they can murder you up, kill you, and look at God and say, you're going to be an unfair God if you punish us for your people being foolish enough to make a covenant with us. Y'all gotta know when you are being tricked. Damn, if voting worked, majority of black people who had never ever voted, ever in the history of ever, voted for Barack Obama. And what did he do for black people in America? Not a goddamn thing. Let them have them fucking seats. They didn't do nothing for us anyway. Them niggas that been in them seats been there and nothing got done in our community. It's not gonna get done till we do it. Voting is not gonna help that. Us bringing together our resources will. Shit, vote for me. To build up our own place away from them. If we are 56% of the South, well, let's make it bigger. Let's gentrify their towns and cities in South Carolina, Virginia, and Florida. That's what you do. Nothing else will do. I don't give a fuck if you got a white baby mama. You can't be more loyal to that bitch than you are your fucking race. Bring the bitch along. But what I'm telling you now is that you gonna die and she will too, because she with you. If you think your black ass is exempt because you got a white baby mama and you a sellout, traitors are going to be the first on the chopping block. They can't trust your black ass. You would betray your own kind? What makes you think they'll trust you? You will lose anyway. Don't you get it? The only way out of this is getting together, whether you got a white husband, white wife, girlfriend, or whatever. The only thing that can get you out of this is not voting. It is getting and putting together your resources. That's it. Nothing else will do.